All right, so you're thinking about jumping into a tech career, right? Awesome. But you've probably already hit that first big hurdle. What on earth do all these job titles even mean? Well, today, we're going to clear all that up. We're going to help you find your path in this whole world of web development.
Okay, so you're ready to dive in and start your journey? That is fantastic, but let's be real. Terms like front-end developer and web developer, they can be super confusing. Are they the same thing? Is one, better than the other? Hey, don't worry. We're about to make this crystal clear for you.
Look, our goal here is really simple. We just want to give you the clarity you need to move forward with confidence. By the time we're done here, you're going to know exactly what these roles are, how they all fit together, and most importantly, which one might be the perfect fit for you. So let's get right into it.
All right, first up, let's talk about Path 1, the front-end developer. I love this term for them, the visual architects of the web. Stick with me, and you'll see exactly why that name is so perfect.
So, what does a front-end developer do? Well, they focus on what's called the client side of a website. And all that really means is they build everything you, the user, see and interact with. Think about it. The colors, the fonts, the buttons you click, the menus you navigate. Yep, that's all the work of a front-end developer.
So their whole world revolves around the visual layout. They're obsessed with making sure your experience as a user is super smooth and intuitive. They build all those interactive parts of a site that make it feel, well, alive. And remember that term client-side? It just means all this magic is happening right there in your web browser.
So how do they actually build all this cool stuff? Well, their core toolkit is this classic trio. You've got HTML for the basic structure, like the skeleton. Then there's CSS for all the style, the cool clothes and design. And finally, JavaScript for interactivity. That's what brings it to life. These three are the secret sauce for creating those awesome interfaces we use every single day.
Okay, so now you've met the specialist, the visual architect. But now, I want you to take a step back with me. Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Let's talk about the web developer.
And this is probably the most important thing to get right. The term web developer isn't really a single job title. It's more like a giant umbrella term. It can refer to anyone who builds a website. So when you hear web developer, you should really be thinking of the entire team that makes a website work from start to finish.
So who's on this team under his big web developer umbrella? Well, you've got our front-end specialists, of course, but you also have back-end developers and full-stack developers. A web developer could be any one of these people. So let's meet the rest of the team, shall we?
Next up, the back-end developer. These folks build and maintain the website's engine. They're the ones working on the server, the database, the heavy-duty application logic. If the front end is the beautiful car body, the back end is the powerful engine under the hood. All that behind-the-scenes machinery that actually makes the thing go.
And then you have the full-stack developer. Think of them as the Jack or Jill of all trades. They are these super versatile pros who have skills in both front-end and back-end. They can jump in and work on the pretty user interface, and then switch gears to work on the complex engine behind it all. They're the ones who can see the whole picture.
Okay, I know that was a lot of new terms, front-end, back-end, full-stack. So to make all of this really stick, let's use a super simple analogy that I think you'll get right away. Building an online store. Imagine we're building an online store. The front-end developer, they're your window dresser and interior designer. They design the beautiful storefront, the layout, the product displays, those shiny add-to-cart buttons. They make it a really amazing place to shop. Now the back-end developer, they're in the back running the stockroom and the cash register. They're handling the inventory database, making sure payments are processed securely, managing all the user accounts. And the full-stack developer, well, they're the store manager. They understand the front of the house and the back of the house, and they oversee the entire operation.
So let's just boil it all down. The front-end developer is the specialist. They focus on what you see. Web developer is the team. It refers to everyone involved in building the whole system. So here's the key takeaway. Every front-end developer is a type of web developer, but not every web developer is a front-end developer. Make sense?
This quote really just nails it. It says, a front-end developer works on the visual side of websites, while a web developer may work on any aspect of web development. I mean, it's that simple, right? One is the specific job, the specialty. The other is the entire career field.
All right, so now you've got the knowledge, right? But knowledge is useless without action. This isn't just about learning definitions for a test. This is about helping you find where you belong. So now, it's your turn. time to start thinking about your path.
And please, hear me on this. The most crucial point is that there is no better or worse path here. None. It is all about choosing what genuinely excites you. Are you the person who just loves design and colors and making things look beautiful? Or are you more drawn to the logic puzzles, the data, the engine behind it all?
So let's go back to our online store one last time. As you start this incredible journey, I want you to ask yourself one simple question. What part of the store do you want to build? Are you passionate about creating that beautiful, welcoming storefront? Or are you fascinated by the complex machinery of the stockroom? Or maybe you want to be the manager who understands how it all works together. Your answer to that question, well, that's the very first step on your amazing new career path.